with the day trading and the momentum, I'm limited with TD. TD doesn't give you enough hotkeys, okay? And it's not a fast trader. However, my belief in playing those parabolic momentums, I'm looking for the pullback anyway. So I'm looking for that pullback, even if it's just a small pullback to get in and go. But it's not the best system to play the momentum trade. Especially parabolic, you can get nailed hard. With that being said, I am kind of limited, but I'm doing commission free, just mostly because I got to save money where I can. And I did, like I said, I did an education and learned quite a bit, but it's uncanny. Like, I learned all this stuff and I make less money. Like, it just blows my mind what I've actually done here. So, I'm definitely seeing some improvements, but still not enough to say, yeah, got it, because no, I don't. So I'm just hoping there's some folks out there like me that you love it, but you just can't get this thing rocking. And let's share some ideas. Don't take anything I say as advice, whatever you do. Like, I am not the guy. I'm more like, I would say I'm better than Dave Portnoy over at Barstool. He's funny. Like, that guy just throws money and loses it. I'm definitely, trading better than him, but I kind of have that attitude of, this is fun. I want it to be fun, but I also don't want to end up in a friggin' nut house because I can't get this to work. So anyway, that's kind of what it's about. So we're coming into the end of the day. We're coming up to the last 35 minutes of the market. We're at the end of the week. Of course, we just went through Jerome Powell, and listen to the whole thing. He's good, right? But here's the thing: he didn't mention that we're going to have cuts this year. He would not respond to that even in questions. So he's not saying there's going to be cuts, but he's pretty firm on we're not raising rates. So that's at least a good sign. The 10-year Treasury, not sure where it's at today, but it's been bouncing around like that 4.6 area. So things are kind of holding. Jobs report was good today, unless they revise it next month. But for right now, jobs report was good. CPI was hot. PPE was hot. PPI was a little hot, and PCE was a little too hot. But and the market is really just fluctuating. But we got a nice bounce today because Apple reported. That thing drove up the market, and so like with the SPY, I think we're these are my ideas. Don't take them. But these are the levels that I'm really looking at, on the SPY. And, with that being said, we've kind of had this nice consolidation. But as you can see, it's just volatile. It's so friggin' volatile. But I think the good news is, let's see, where are we at on the 50-day? 511.55. Let me readjust my... Oh, that's good. I love when it does that. Gets all scrunchy. All right, let's get that. Okay. And let's get the 511.52. Yeah, I have to draw because I don't have, it doesn't go from the daily to the 5 minute and the 1 minute. So I draw these. I keep updating these lines. As you can see, they're not all in there because they've moved today. But in the morning, what I do is I set them up. That way I have an idea of where these levels are when I'm looking at my 5 minute. But anyway, yeah, you see the market. I mean, this is a big gap up today. We're sitting on the 50, and we are, looks like, let's see, what do we got here? Sorry about that. Some technical difficulties. Still learning how to use my OBS software. We're hanging on the SPY. We're hanging, on the 50, and on the Qs we're just below the 50. It wasn't able to actually break, but we did get a break of the 50-day this morning, and then this afternoon a little bit. But we're holding this 512 area that I kind of see, and I could probably move that up. I would probably say it's more like that, which actually makes more sense. That's kind of where it topped out. This just big drop right here. So, we'll see what happens next week. We're into May. No rate cuts necessarily on the horizon. We've got past all the economic news. So, of course, that cycle starts all over again, which the market just seems to react to every single economic piece of data that hits the market. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy, but it's fun. You know, I do dig it. So, anyway, so the SPYs, and we got the Qs. And, you know, the Qs are really, and I know my charts are messy. No, don't complain. You know, somehow it works for me, but, you know, I just kind of leave these levels in and I adjust them. But, you know, we're at the 50-day, but, you know, we've got room here, right? I mean, if we can get over the 50-day, we've really got room, you know, back up to 442 on the Qs. But I think the best news here is that, you know, we kind of got this up, pulled back, it held, jumped up. So we're putting in higher lows and we're putting in higher highs. So I think, you know, we could be in this channel of upward momentum, but are we going to keep finding buyers up here? You know, as we get higher, are the buyers going to come in? You know, I was hoping to add to my Microsoft today, but, you know, Microsoft, you know, really kicked off after hours last night too, you know, with the Apple report. But needless to say, you know what I need? And again, first time on camera, didn't realize I'd be talking this much. I need some friggin' water. 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, all right, I'm back. Just had to get some water here. So anyway, yeah. So this is who I am. All right, I'm no oracle. I'm no pro. I'm not mastering this on any level. I have nothing to brag about. Honestly, I should be seeing the therapist at this point because the devastation I've had, I will say it's gotten better. The first year, whoo, man, some real moments of depression and anger. But one thing I have noticed is over the 5 years, I have calmed down a lot. I don't, you know, get as aggravated because I'm obviously doing better managing my psychosis. But anyway, so, you know, we're in the power hour. You know, that was a great segue. Oh, my God. All right, so there's really nothing to do. You know, let's take a look at the scanner. Let's see if something's popping up on a Friday, which, you know, if it is, it would be unexpected. So, yeah, so it looks like, oh, all right, SGPX kind of never hit, I don't know, it might have hit 100%, but 90 million shares. Holy cow, SGBX. Let's see what that's doing. SGBX. Oh. Yeah. This looks like it blew up here, but, you know, as you can see, yeah, I didn't trade this one. But you know, and that's kind of, that 633 is really just right at the 100 day. So it blew up over it, but got rejected. It's still not, it's, you know, as far as the 200 day, didn't really get there. So, you know, that would have, it's an interesting trade, but let's see, Safe and Green Holdings. So topped out at 930 and down to 546. Yeah, this thing really. And yeah, the white lines here. Yeah, this is a long time ago that I looked at this stock because I don't even draw lines like that anymore. So it's been a while since I've actually done anything with this stock. But so that one, yeah, all right. So it got a nice pop. You know, got. Yeah, that's an hour and 15 minutes. You know, worth the trading. So that's not too bad. What was the news on it? So what's this saying? Safe and Green Holdings subsidiary SG Echo to deliver first eco-friendly modular unit to prominent quick service restaurant in the Northwest. They got a nice photo there of the employees. This is the news here. They've got employees there. All right, leading developer, designer, fabricator of modular structures announces that its subsidiary, SG Echo, is preparing to deliver its inaugural sustainable modular unit to a prominent quick service restaurant customer in the Pacific Northwest. Who's in the Pacific Northwest? It's kind of where coffee started, right? I don't know. Is that, I don't know. Where is Dutch Brothers? I'd have to look that up. You know, or Dutch Bros, whatever they are. Yeah, not sure who that would be. All right. So, the unit successfully passing its first final plant inspection. It's expected to be shipped during the second quarter of 2024. All right. So, probably not a profitable company. Just a lot of R&D trying to get that first product out. I'm just kind of going off what I'm reading. Possibly it's a big deal that they've finally got their product finished, and they've got they obviously got an order from some kind of a quick service restaurant, and they're about to deliver it. So delivering their first structure, it's a big deal. That means if they can continue delivering, they're going to make a profit, and making a profit tends to excite the market. They like to see a profit, even though you'll invest in things that don't make a profit, right? But so that's got to be some exciting news. But yeah, what a squeeze on that. I mean, that thing started in the pre-market around $3. Yeah, that thing tripled. Love that. Just love that parabolic movement, man. Let's see what that looked like on the 1 minute. That's pretty sweet. And it's funny, like I can look at these and be like, yeah, no, this has been great. Could have got in here but here's the thing, man. That's the thing. Like when I watch a lot of these guys and they're teaching you how to read charts and read your volume, whatever. Look, man, when it's happening in real time, none of that matters. Like none of it matters. What I've learned for me is you have to see what it could be, what pattern could be evolving, and predicting what that could look like. So, right here, I mean, you're below VWAP, right? You got this nice spike. It kind of dipped down under VWAP, right? So I would have done, like a breakout over VWAP. So, probably you're right in here if there was a trade, but, you still have high a day. And I'd have to chart this out because I don't know where these lines are, but yeah, here, let's just get rid of these. So, where would this have been? Now, it had a nice day yesterday, but that news did come in this morning. So, you had the high a day yesterday, so you've got it breaking high a day. And so, yeah, you can see it came right under, kind of broke that and took off. So that's actually pretty sweet. But yesterday, you had a gap up, and that was first daily candle to make a new high. So, that was impressive. But was there news yesterday? And yeah, it looks like there was. Collaboration and sales of modular units to Britain Inc. Britten. So I don't know what they own in the quick service realm, but this thing actually kind of rocked yesterday. And then today it just really extended itself. But you kind of see here, high a day. Yesterday's high a day is at 395. So pre-market, it came up to it, was trying to hold it, fell under it, did a nice curl pattern up, and you could have used that. You definitely could have used that as support. So, as it's kind of breaking up here, this is another thing that I've learned is that nobody knows. We don't know what the hell's going to happen. Nobody knows, right? But it's all speculation based on the data. Is there a catalyst that's moving it? What's the momentum look like, right? What's the candle doing? That's another thing I don't have. Like, I don't have like that 10, 20 second chart. I don't have anything sub 1 minute. So what I tend to do is when I'm watching something like this, I'll blow stuff up really large so I can see the candle moving and try to get a feel for, is it kind of pumping, pulls and it starts to pump, that's kind of what I do. I don't know. Is that something you should do? I don't know. Again, I'm trying to figure out. Does anybody out there do that? Where you watch the candle and the pulsation in the candle to see? I don't know. These are just, it's just what I do, right? I'm trying to figure this out. Like, I can't wait. I cannot wait to have $1,000 day. Like, oh my God, I don't even know what I would do with myself. I know I'm going to lunch, and I'm going to have an amazing lunch, right? But I can't imagine what it would be like to look at my P&L and it says $1,000 in a day. And we all know it's not a day, in the morning. You know, I'm sitting here at 5:30 a.m., and by 7:30, in 2 hours, I got $1,000. You know the face? It just happened. Whoa. I was not expecting that. I'm sorry.